Hello my peaches, what's up? I am Pratha and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to talk about the new launches from Skinn Titan for women, and we are going to analyze everything about them, right from longevity to the kind of fragrance and whether it's worth your money or not, or you really should be investing in them or not. And with that thought, I will not waste your time. Let's dig in and roll the intro. I have all three new variants with me, whatever they had the smaller packagings in, the decants in. So I ended up buying those, but honestly, for the price, they were not very easy on the pocket. These 20 mls or 20 mls are literally in the price range of 800 to 900 rupees, which is crazy for a 20 ml perfume. They're almost reaching the price ranges like that of designer perfumes, which is a little difficult to digest because we expect our Indian brands to give us good perfumes in lower prices. So with that, let's start with the first one, and that is Skinn Nora Iris. Now this is a beautiful purple colored bottle. I literally did not take them out of the covers as well. The packaging looks like the old ones and nothing very new or crazy about them in the smaller ones. It is in the price range of 760 rupees and is the same basic bottles that we had in the previous range. So for the smaller packagings, nothing too crazy going on for the packaging. Nora Iris has the top notes of lime, jasmine, freesia, middle notes of jasmine, tuberose, and narcissus, and base has amber woods and musk. This is smelling like a very generic floral to me. It's a sweet, fresh, lifted, musky, sharp, not exactly sharp, but slight bit of sharpness, which is kind of adding this brightness to it and lifting the entire fragrance, making it smell really fresh and bright. It's basically a jasmine and tuberose dominating fragrance, and there is absolutely nothing groundbreaking about it. It's your regular floral fragrance, and it's reminding me of something from the Easy or Eze perfumes that I recently reviewed. I mean, the kind of sweet jasmine fragrance, sweet jasmine tuberose fragrance that they had. This is very similar to that. I have not compared them side by side, but I can definitely say that they are pretty similar and are falling in the generic floral category of fragrances. There is absolutely nothing out of the box about them. Just that the advantage on Skinn perfumes is that, and on Easy perfumes as well, because I did not feel that Easy perfumes and Skinn perfumes are anywhere different from each other. The quality is exactly same. Just like I say that it feels like that all these like budget perfume houses are getting their fragrances made from one company and then putting them in their own bottles and selling them. So that's what I'm feeling about Nora Iris as well. It's a basic, sweet, fresh, musky jasmine tuberose. But what is different about this is that it has a soapiness to it, and that kind of makes it a little different and a little more fresh and more appropriate for the summer times, for the summer heat. So the floral fragrance lovers are definitely going to enjoy this, but it's generic, that's one. And second thing, I would not suggest you to invest in the bigger bottle because I think it's above 3000 rupees. So I would highly recommend that even if you want to try it in the smaller packaging. And I think when smaller packagings are available, we should always go for the smaller ones. Yeah, that's my thought. If you want to collect multiple perfumes, you should always go for the smaller ones. So yeah, that is Skinn Nora Iris. And moving on from this because I don't have much to say about this. I think somebody is fighting downstairs and I can hear them fighting. I hope you cannot hear them fighting in the mic. Now moving on to Nora Floret. Really love this beautiful skin peachy and very pinky peachy kind of bottle in here. It's looking so stunning, guys. I mean, this entire fade going on is looking super stunning. Now this fragrance has the notes of, top has tangerine, grapefruit and pineapple, middle has rose and pepper, base has vanilla, praline, patchouli, amber. Now I think this falls in the category of fruity floral, and let me just spray it here. When I smell this, it does mention all those grapefruit, pineapple, and all those kind of fruits, but when I spray this, I kind of smell a spicy dark rose in it. I kind of smell this spicy warm fragrance in here. Quite peppery, like not too much, but like quite peppery and quite warm right in the opening, with all those fruity notes kind of giving it a light and bright feel. Very slightly sweet, the vanilla and the pralina just kind of making it feminine without making it overly sweet. And patchouli is definitely adding that oomph to it. But as it dries down, it does impress me quite a lot in the opening. And I always say that Skin Titan never goes wrong with the quality of fragrances, because they almost smell like designer quality. I'm not saying that they 100% smell like designer quality, but they're like 70% out there, and they kind of smell, the quality smells like designer. So in this fragrance, I'm really liking this warm spiciness, which is really kind of making it a little different. And it's not your basic sweet kind of warm spicy fragrance or vanillic fragrance. So the vanilla and pralina just kind of making them feminine and adding that femininity to it and that delicacy to it. It's just kind of a mix of fruity floral and spices, which is kind of impressive, which is kind of nice. But in the dry down, it reminded me of something, and that is Skin Pristine. Now this smells like a denser and a heavier version of Skin Pristine to me. There is not much of a difference because of that patchouli, amber, and those spices. When all of those things are mixing in this fragrance, it's kind of smelling like a denser version of Skin Pristine. Am I impressed? Yes, I do like it. I would definitely recommend those who do not have a soft, spicy, fruity floral fragrance in their collection yet. They can definitely invest into this small bottle and can really, really enjoy a different take on a fragrance, because it's a very beautiful blend. And if the notes were not listed, I really could not have picked up the notes on it, because it's a really, really nice blend in here. I have not worked on them enough to figure out what they are a dupe of, whether they are a dupe of anything or not, except one fragrance in here. So for now, I'm just feeling that they are nice on their own, and the full bottles are not worth investing into. Just try these smaller packagings first. And moving on to Nox Femme, which was the most highly requested fragrance. I'm really glad that I did not have to invest 10,000 rupees for making this video, and only 3,000 could do the work. This has a complete black bottle, kind of nice, and same sprayer on the inside. Now let me read out the notes to you on this, and then I'll tell you what I find it similar to be like. This literally is a 900 rupees 20 ml in here, and if you want to buy a full bottle, then that will be 4,000 rupees if I round it off. The top notes have saffron, pink peppercorn, middle notes have rose, base has moss, dry amber, maltol, and musk. I have tried it the most on my skin, I think, because this was the most expensive, and I was really, really, trying to crack this fragrance, that what it is all about. So this fragrance is a super sweet. It has this kind of a soft, very soft spiciness in the opening, but then the rose that is there in it, me that I stay away from rose fragrances, but for some reason the rose in it is not that gulab jal kind of, or that rose water kind of, a very light or bright kind of rose. It's more like a deep dark, not super dark, but somewhere in the middle, but more like this fuzzy and dark kind of rose, which is not annoying me, and I'm actually liking that rose in it. And in the base, it does mention those notes of dry amber and musk and maltol and all those things, but to me it smells like a super powdery, slightly spicy. The spice in the top kind of takes the back foot later on, and it just mixes with the rose and makes it smell like a dark rose. And then that dark rose comes down to all these beautiful musky and powdery notes that are there in the base. And this fragrance kind of smells like a designer, and it was highly reminding me of designer fragrances because I was really liking the quality and the kind of fragrance that this is. So in a nutshell, if I have to tell you what this fragrance is like, it is actually a very sweet, powdery, warm kind of fragrance, which kind of reminded me of Signorina Misteriosa. I mean, that has the fruity notes in the top, and those definitely come down. But this has the rose note, but that rose is not dominant. It's not irritating. It's not pushing me away, and I'm kind of liking that rose in it. And it sits into a very beautiful, sweet, warm, powdery kind of fragrance, which is not exactly same as Signorina Mysterious. I would again like to say this. It just kind of the powdery sweetness in Signorina Mysteriosa and this is kind of similar, but the rose is differentiating this fragrance from Signorina because Signorina is creamy and fruity at the same time. This, on the other hand, is dark and floral. So they do fall a little bit in the different categories of fragrances, but the sweetness and the powderiness with that warmth is kind of similar in both of them. Is this worth investing into? I would say yes. I'll tell you why. Because the longevity on this is super good. All these fragrances, they are like, the other two are like the lighter fragrances and the longevity is like moderate on them, but this is super long lasting. I've always been telling you to buy Plum if you want something like Signorina Mysteriosa, but now that I have this, I can say that this is better quality because obviously the price difference, that is a 250 rupees fragrance and this is an 850 or 900 rupees fragrance. So the price difference definitely brings in that better quality of fragrance, and this powdery sweet DNA naturally has the ability of lasting long. So this fragrance can last you all day long. But still, I would like to say this, that don't invest into a full bottle. 4,000 rupees is not worth investing into a Skinn Titan perfume. They should really consider the prices because I'm not happy with the pricing this time. Just because you're giving us fancier bottles does not mean you will charge us more, because the quality of the fragrances has not changed from the previous line to this line. So the aroma chemicals are same and the longevity is kind of similar. So why are we paying more? Because these bottles are literally the same as before. So I do not see any sense in charging this higher. All in all, I am not disappointed. Skinn never disappoints me, but Iris is a total pass for me because I'm not into florals. One second thing, this DNA, this jasmine tuberose fragrance is something that every perfume house is making in India, so, or any other brand is making. So we do not need a fragrance like this from Skinn. I personally expect Skinn to give us more and to give us something different. So this one is a total pass for me, and I would highly recommend that you can definitely look into a 20 ml of FloRET because it's a nice spicy take on your regular Pristine, but like a deeper take on Pristine. So yeah, that's really interesting and great for office kind of fragrance, or even for a nighttime dinner or a formal dinner kind of a fragrance. Really like it. Quite feminine from that point of view. And if you really want to smell very welcoming, warm, sweet and approachable, then Skinn Nox Femme is something to consider for sure. Really impressed with this one, but still not convinced with the prices of these fragrances. So those are my views and my opinion on the new Skinn women's perfumes. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about them if you've tried them, and just leave any emojis that you like in the comment section below. I love seeing you guys leaving emojis in the comments. If you're still here watching me and liking me, don't forget to give this video a big fat thumbs up down below. Keep looking beautiful, keep smelling good. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day all. Bye bye. Mwah.